I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shinya Kiosk. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on his mind when he's busy negotiating a big business deal with your boss.
Thank you, thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord of Geo.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator.
Du warst auch nicht übel.
Paimon loves compliments and all, but treating Paimon to some tasty snacks would show that you really mean it. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui.
Das vermute ich auch.
In that case, let's get ourselves over to the Shinya Kiosk. Seems business is booming at the Shinya Kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
Ja, und ich habe es gerade wieder neu aufgenommen, weil mitten bei der Story hier, als ich aufgenommen habe, war schon wieder diese scheiß Internetqualität wieder. Alter Schwede, was ist heute mit Internet los? Was ist heute mit Internet los? Auf einmal hier dann plötzlich hier die, auf einmal beim Story, mitten beim Story und plötzlich die Internetverbindung, also die Internetqualität ist mal wieder am Arsch.
Bang! And with that, the fate of the Uhu...
I understand. I do. Please, do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
Oh. Ich glaube, es kommt bestimmt jetzt so eine Schleichspiel oder so eine Schleichaufnahme.
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet. But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Gulag Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
Bang! And with that,
Boy, cuisine is inedible.
Your cuisine is disgusting.
Okay, dann müssen wir mal hier zur Karte gehen. Und mal hier zum... Ach, das ist ja gleich hier. Das ist ja gleich hier. Hoffentlich bitte mal nicht nochmal eine Unterbrechung hier. Da habe ich sonst keine Lust. Ach, da ist er.
You said you desperate other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery. When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
Wir haben nachgeforscht und herausgefunden, was Fürst Maukal ihr Geschäfte macht.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do. My liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Ist das eine alte Schrift?
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us?
Die Händlergilde Feiyun?
Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action.
Meinst du, das wird klappen?
Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey! Stop ignoring Paimon!
Ah, okay. Oh, kurz vor Abenteuerstufe. Also kurz vor Abenteuerstufe 42. Okay, das hier muss er sein.
Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
Wieso fängst du jetzt an, wie Xingqiu zu reden?
A letter? Oh, I see. This again.
Weißt du etwas darüber?
Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can we actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight.
Wir sind nicht zum Übernachten hergekommen.
Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here in Lioli Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're giving us the VIP treatment!
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. When honored guests grace us with their presence, far be it from us to shirk our duty to them. Please, this way.
Aha, okay. Ich habe irgendwie ein komisches Gefühl.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liu. That will... Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Tevat would be unable to make their product.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui. But Liu is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis in the harbor?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation in the matter. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the chasm, and then Chang the Ninth. Roger that!
Of course. We are not expecting you to cover the costs.
Wow, so many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Lioli Pavilion and eat there for a whole month!
Die Händlergilde Faiyun kann es sich wohl erlauben.
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's just par for the course now. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Faiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation and other trifling matters. Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Faiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse, where you can...
Gotta hand it to Guhuagi. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guy said. First...
So, wir gehen in den Laden. Dann weiß ich genau, was es daraus passieren würde. So, das ist ja dann gleich hier.
Hi, anything I can do for you?
Ich hätte gern deinen Core Lapis.
You want all my core lapis? I've already agreed to several orders. That said, none are in writing. The buyers are being incredibly indecisive.
Die Händlergilde Faiyun wird dir alles sofort abnehmen.
Oh, it's for the Faiyun Commerce Guild? Seems business trends are about to change in Liyue. Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. Come, let us sign a contract. Don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Quite common in the industry. Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Faiyun Commerce Guild will continue to do business with us.
The Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
So, das sind wir gleich hier. Oh. So, hier.
Good day, my friend. My apologies, but I'm out of stock at the moment. Please...
Ist der Core Lapis schon verkauft?
Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan products. No, that I still have. Although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnaya. I don't do retail. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry.
Und wenn ich wirklich alles nehmen würde?
What? No. Give me a second to think. All right, I'll do it. Just need you to sign for it. Clearly no shortage of cash flow in Liyue.
So, und jetzt geht's nach unten.
Oi! Shh! Keep your voice down.
Ich hätte gern all deine Core Lapis.
All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, I should warn you that I can get what you need, both legitimately and not so legitimately. All of it would be far more than you actually want.
Das ist für die Händlergilde Fayun.
Fayun Commerce Guild? Well, why didn't you say so? If it's for the Fayun Commerce Guild, then sign on the dotted line, and I'll start getting things in order right away.
This is going well. Everything's so much easier when you've got stacks of Mora. Next stop, the chasm.
Okay, zum großen Kluft gehen wir mal. Ach, das ist ja hier. Na dann auf zum großen Kluft. Das ist ja gleich dort. Oh, warte mal, was haben wir denn hier? Aussichtspunkt. So. Jetzt auf geht's zum großen Kluft.
Hello there. Are you in charge of the core lapis here?
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. I hear the Fayun Commerce Guild has been buying up all the core lapis stock in Liyue Harbor. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right price.
Wie viel willst du denn haben?
The original buyer's price was already quite high, so... The best I can do is 7 million Mora.
7 Millionen Mora, was?
Are you serious? We spent less than 100,000 Mora on the rest of Liyue's stock put together.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while.
Das ist mehr als das Vierfache des eigentlichen Preises. Das ist eine Frechheit.
Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it. So if you're not buying, please leave me alone.
All right. We'll pay, even if it is a ridiculous price. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times the normal price in the future.
Wait, surely there's no need for that.
Du hättest dir schon vorher überlegen sollen.
Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with it?
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. I don't want any trouble with the guild. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch. Several carts were ambushed by hilly churls. I don't know where exactly, but if I can't retrieve the goods, I can't sell them to you either. So maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll sign the contract right away.
Abgemacht.
Oh, thank you very much. This is a lot to ask, I know.
That's that then. Well, no time to lose. Come on!
Warte mal. Ach, da. Güterwagen.
Paimon C. Yep, that's it.
Was? Es gibt 5? Hätte ich gar nie gedacht. Aufenthaltsort ist schon da. Ihr wollt natürlich schon wieder Ärger, ne? Ah! Verdammt! So, der zweite.
That's it, all right. That's a big old stash of core lapis.
So, da haben wir hier.
Here we go! Loads of core lapis here. Quick, make a note of the location.
Okay, 3 von 5. Wahrscheinlich schon wieder Ärger. So, jetzt du auch noch. Und du bist besiegt. So, die vierte.
Another one down.
Oh, wo ist eigentlich der letzte? Also der 5. Moment mal. Ach nee, das ist ein Baumstumpf. Wo ist die 5.? Nee, das ist nicht. Nein, hier auch nicht. Eieiei. Der 5. muss wirklich sehr schwierig sein. Oh! Da ist er doch.
Oh yeah, we found it. Check out all that core lapis. Make a note of the location. We'll send the Feiyun Commerce Guild to collect it later. That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks.
Ja, wir müssen erstmal Shi Zhuang den Starken sprechen.
Here, we've made a note of the cart's locations. All 5 of them. Can you sell us the core lapis now?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make this official. I also hope you could put in a good word with your boss for me.
Done and dusted. Yeah!
Super Leistung, Paimon.
We make a great team, don't we? Now for the final stop on our core lapis crawl. To Chang the Ninth's place.
Aha, okay. Jetzt gehen wir bestimmt jetzt wieder zurück, wo wir dort waren. Auf der oberen Seite. Auf der oberen Seite. So, das sind wir ja auch jetzt hier. Jetzt klettern wir kurz mal hoch. Und nicht, dass wir schon wieder hier Ärger kriegen von dem komischen Mann, der hier Ärger will.
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, Gentry mouth-sized thugs have been mysteriously absent for a while now. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing from them again.
Oh? What happened?
Das ist nicht alles. Er würde noch gern deinen Core-Lapis kaufen.
Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, eh? Appearances can be deceiving, that's for sure. But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum I can do is 40% off, and even then I'm only breaking even.
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? I can't believe it. I will make a profit on this batch after all. But Gentry mouth-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Vertrau mir.
Huh. Okay then. My situation can hardly get worse from here in any case. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Später wird noch jemanden kommen, das Erz abzuholen.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over. I really don't know what to say.
Das musst du nicht. Wir sind auch noch nicht ganz fertig.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
Aha. Abenteuerstufe 42 erreicht. Nun gehen wir jetzt zum Abenteuergilde. Nee, nicht Abenteuergilde, sondern Händlergilde. Abenteuergilde kann man gleich nochmal gehen. Ah nee, das ist... Das ist mal oben. Auf dem Berg. Okay, aber ich habe irgendwie trotzdem ein ungutes Gefühl, dass es was Böses kommt. Lager. Wow. Ich kann hier runter. Ah, hallo.
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it. We're the ones who've been doing all the work. What exactly have you been doing all this time?
Well, naturally. I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Divine Halberd, an ominous sword. Mir and Wei Yang. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. Nothing short of exemplary. But how blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related to Gentry Moutsai how?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation.
Du hast alles Hintergrund vorbereitet.
And it is thanks to your help that everything will play out just as I had foreseen.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? No fair. So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown thing that's supposed to happen?
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics, Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Ninth!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition spree. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning of this persecution?
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged. Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't beat around the bush. Master, if you please, seize their core lapis.
Oh, jetzt kommt bestimmt ein Kampf, oder? Ah, das hatte ich mir schon gedacht, dass jetzt der nächste Kampf kommt.
Body and mind.
Ich hab's mir gedacht, dass ein Kampf kommt. Und jetzt
This is
wird's
long
kalt.
overdue.
Du gehst rein in die Kälte.
Time to act.
Na, ihr habt keine Chance. Jetzt Feueradler. Du verschwindest auch noch. Und tschüss.
Time to act. Body and mind.
Can't handle your drink, huh?
Rain cutter. No,
Ah,
my
das ist schön
sword.
kalt, ne? Das ist schön kalt.
Glaze over.
So, jetzt wird's noch mal kalt.
No, my sword.
Du wirst uns nicht besiegen.
Witness the power of good.
Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I can accept.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off. The core lapis is almost within our grasp.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only? I did not lend you my men to have them stir up trouble at your beck and call.
What are you saying? Master, everything I did with only one thing in mind.
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go. Wait. Master, wait!
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man, I am unscathed.
My lord?
Jetzt wird allerdings einiges klar.
You? You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xing Chou, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
You meddling swine. Well, go on. Tell me.
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness? This is a malicious and calculated attempt to run me into the ground.
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not?
Fine. Have it your way.
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business, and hope you will continue to do business with us in future.
You? Funny-speaking, book-reading, guhua geeking Xingqiu are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day, that was from your private vault?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Maltsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation.
Das sieht man dir gar nicht an.
You're too kind. You have valor in your heart, and that is worthy of admiration.
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Guhua Geek this whole time! Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off! Paimon's toast! And sorry, very sorry! Please don't hurt Paimon!
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill! Repeat, this is not a drill!
Macht ganz offensichtlich Scherze.
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful resolution. Really, you were a huge help. Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could return it to Chang the Ninth for me.
Jetzt sollen wir wieder für dich durch die Gegend laufen.
I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The 2 of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, stepped in and saved the day. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough for me, my liege.
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about your father.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to investigate.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Chang the Ninth's palace, and not just his gratitude?
A reward? Well, that sweetens the deal somewhat.
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay.
Man hätte uns aber auch früher sagen können, dass Xingqiu zu euch gehört.
Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we...
Okay, wir sollten hier das Buch zu seinem Besitzer wieder zurückgeben. Dann haben wir bestimmt jetzt schon die Story die Story von Xingqiu abgeschlossen, oder? So, jetzt geht's natürlich jetzt wieder hoch. Okay, jetzt erstmal Ausdauer schnell sammeln. So, jetzt geht's hoch. Dann geben wir uns mal wieder zurück.
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire collection. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Ach, wir sind froh, helfen zu können.
Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this core lapis deal. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old, and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility.
Die Guhua-Schule steht womöglich eine neue Blüte hervor.
What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat travel guide, didn't you? I'll fetch it for you. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity.
Danke, da sind wir wenigstens nicht umsonst hergekommen.
My ore is sold, and my treasured books have returned. I can't believe it. What?
Komisches Lesezeichen.
What?
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Oh, nothing. That little rascal surely isn't.
Ziehende Held, Auftrag abgeschlossen. Nice, wir haben den Story-Mission abgeschlossen. Okay, jetzt gehen wir schnell mal nochmal zur Abenteuergilde im Liu diesmal. Um die nächste Abenteuerstufe Belohnung abzuholen. So. Gleich hier. Hallo.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Belohnung für Abenteuerstufe abholen. Und wir kriegen diesmal wieder mal hier Mondstücke. Nice. Ja gut, dann werde ich jetzt den Part beenden, außer die ganzen Unterbrechungen hier. Also, da sehen wir uns dann bald wieder hier im Genshin Impact. Hoffentlich hat euch das gefallen und wir sehen uns bald wieder. Macht's gut und ciao.